Hi. Recently we have unlocked some controls on your room thermostat. So the purpose of this video is to train you on how to use your thermostat. Here's a thermostat. First of all, by touching a button it'll light up so that you can see the displays easily. As you can see, it should say either cool or heat at this point. It should have the indication of your fan speed and your fan direction. It should show your room temperature and your room set point. But sometimes, with the features that we've unlocked, this configuration could be changed. If your configuration is like this, you can skip this upcoming section. If not, you'll have to change it to this. I'm going to show you how to do that. We'll get the light on again by hitting this. Hit the menu button again. We'll get a drop-down menu. Most of these items here, you get into areas that you really should not change. So be careful to do only what I show you. We're going to scroll down to where it says configuration. We're going to hit menu to choose it. We've got contrast adjustment and display. We're going to scroll down to display and choose it by hitting the menu button. And it says display mode detailed, and it says display item room. These are the items that we want, but yours could say, instead of room, it could say system or none or outside air. We want to choose room temp. Now to change the other item, I'm going to repeat this. I'm going to hit menu, go to configuration, go to display. This time we're going to look at the display mode, which says detailed. Yours could say, other than detailed, it could say standard. We want detailed. So if yours said standard, you're going to choose detailed. And then we'll have this configuration. If you had the wrong configuration, there could be some items that are missing here. Hopefully your thermostat already looked like this. Once we get it to this configuration, what you can do now is you can set your set point, which is this item right here. Currently this one says the set point is 72, and it's actually 74 in here, and it's in cool. If, for instance, we wanted it warmer, we could simply hit the up arrow, the red triangle right here. The first time highlights this. Each time we hit it after that, it should change. 73, 74, we're going on up. Now in this case it's in cool, so if we want to raise it high enough to change this into heat, eventually at 75 it would change to heat, but it could take a long time. To speed up the process, I found that if you go about 4 degrees higher than your actual room temperature, to 78, usually this will change to heat more rapidly. However, sometimes it could take up to 15 minutes. It depends on what's going on in the other rooms in your zone and what has happened in the last few minutes in your system. This one has changed to heat. If it doesn't change to heat right away, just be patient. Once it does change to heat, which could be anywhere between immediately to 15 minutes, then you would want to lower that back down, because you probably don't want it at 78. The purpose of that was just to get it to change to heat quicker. So we could change it to 75 or 74 or whatever temperature you prefer. Same way with going to cool. So if I wanted it to go cooler, I would simply lower the thermostat. If I want it to change to cool, I might lower it 4 degrees down just to get it to change. And like I say, sometimes it could take a while, especially since I've just changed it into heat. It could take a little bit longer this time, but just be patient for up to 15 minutes. These 2 times it's changed pretty quickly, which is good. But if it doesn't, just wait. You may have to come back to it 10 or 15 minutes later and then readjust your temperature. So I'm going to put this one back to 72. That's about where we like to keep the classrooms. Other options that you've already had that I'll explain is your feed span, your fan speed. Your fan speed is right here. Right now it shows that it's on low. You push the fan speed button and it goes to high. High shows 3 bars, low shows 1 bar. So by hitting the fan speed button, we can scroll between low and high. Most of you have preferred it to be in low. This item right here shows your fan direction. We can change it by entering the menu button. The first item says airflow direction. We'll choose it. And then there's a diagram here that shows a pictorial of the direction, and there's also a direction position number. We can lower the direction by hitting the lower button. You can hit the up button to make it go up. If you go all the way down, it'll show this, which means it's swinging up and down. Most of you have preferred the 0 position, which throws the air more towards the ceiling. So that concludes the training. Try these items. If you still have problems, you can contact me. Thank you.